let's take a question from Patrick.
Actually, it's kind of a mini roundup of iPhone battery packs. A lot of folks like me, and I believe Ms. Veronica, have you had issues with the battery life of the iPhone 3G?
I would say I do, Mr. Patrick Norton.
Did you in fact borrow one of these for several days?
I did in fact do that, yes.
I
believe it was this one right here.
It was actually. Actually, a lot of
Look, it
people
even has
know.
a little nubbin on the back that shows you how much battery life, just like the MacBooks, the MacBook Pros.
Okay, so a lot of vendors have sleeve-style booster batteries for the iPhone and the iPhone 3G. One of the nice things about a cell phone selling in this kind of volume is the chance for lots of accessories to get built, because there's a big market for them. The Cellular Hybrid 1000 technically, though, isn't an iSpod or an iPhone-specific battery, but I get asked about it all the time. There's solar cells, it's got a little built-in battery, and it uses basically iGo tips to allow you to connect to different devices.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
The best part of this is you can actually charge it off of a USB port. Since I live here in San Francisco, the land under fog that the sun forgot.
There's no sun here.
Yeah.
There's no sun.
You can charge this in about a week in my neighborhood in San Francisco. Generally speaking, it needs about 12 hours to charge up. If you live where there's sun, 10 to 12 hours will do it. But the thing is, like, it's got a carabiner. You can put it on your backpack. It'll charge while you hike. Myth, actually. If you put it on a table where the sun hits it or on a rock where the sun hits it, and you try to keep it aligned pointing directly to the sun, it's going to work pretty good, especially if you're in like Phoenix or some other place where there's lots and lots of sun. It's not going to work with 3G iPhones unless you get, 3G iPhones, hold on. 3G iPhones require power to not just the power pins on the USB, but the data pins also. That's why none of your older accessories work with 3G iPhones, not that I'm bitter, unless you get the new 3G compatible tip from Solio or iGo. It's the A133 if you're getting one from Solio, or if you have from iGo. If you have like iGo chargers and you want to use it with your iPhone 3G, that new tip will actually work with that one. So, moving on to the cool stuff. The Mophie Juice Pack.
This one was pretty good.
It's very sleek. It's a tight fit, especially if you have any kind of a wrapper around your iPhone.
Well, I have to say, I have a Jelly-Skin on my iPhone, and it made it impossible to get the damn thing off. Like, I couldn't get the iPhone out of there after that point. And, I mean, Jelly-Skins are so unbelievably thin.
Yes.
I couldn't believe that it was causing that much friction.
It's very snug. It's very specifically designed for the iPhone 3G. 1800 milliamp battery is a little bit bigger than the battery on the iPhone. It's not going to double it's going to try to double your talk time on your iPhone 3G. It's going to come close. And it basically, the biggest thing about this one is it's sleek, it's simple, and it's sleek.
You know, that would be great to have on a long flight if you were watching TV shows or movies on your iPhone.
Oh yes, but if you're on an even longer flight.
Because I've always had that problem of, ooh.
This is not sleek. It is the FastMac 4 or IV. The iPhone battery pack sells for $80. The Mophie, by the way, sells for $100. What's really cool about this 3100 milliamp hour battery, they're claiming 4x talk time. I'll call it 2+ recharges, especially if you do their hack. FastMac says wait for your phone to get down to 20%, then plug this in, refill it most of the way, not the last 10%, because the last 10% takes a long time the way batteries charge. Batteries charge in very interesting ways.
I did not know that.
It's an interesting thought. It also actually has a light built in. Terribly sorry. I just blinded both of us.
Woo!
It's got a light built in for photos. Let me turn that off before I hurt us. A USB output if you have USB devices. And you can actually change, and I'm going to be very gentle, you can actually change the faceplates should they do another, in theory, right? The idea is that you can buy a new faceplate if they release another phone. So that you can continue to use this.
So if the size changes, you don't have to buy a whole new unit.
Exactly. And what's really out of control and kind of fascinating about this is they went to make it in China. They thought the quality sucked, and they're made here in beautiful California.
Oh,
they're
beautiful.
made in the United States.
Mostly sunny California, except for right here.
Well, out by Fresno, where these are made, it's a lot sunnier than it is here. I actually really like this one. It is not sleek. It is definitely big and bulky, but it's got a big fat battery. It's got the little light, if you're into the little light action on the pictures. That's one of the biggest problems with the little light. It does work fabulous as a flashlight in a dark room. And yeah, actually, this is my favorite right now.
So that's your favorite?
That's my favorite.
Because the last time we talked, you liked this one the best. Was that before you tried that one?
That was before I tried that. This is the best one that I've seen so far. And then, you know, this is just a big honking adapter. That's kind of like the biggest issue. A lot of people aren't going to want to slide this in their pocket. But you know what you do is you plug it in, you get happy, you charge, you pull it back out, you put this back in your bag until you need the flashlight.
Sounds like a good idea. Do you want to be part of